Welcome back to our channel on this beautiful day. We are thrilled to bring you the latest deep dive into the intense drama unfolding in Genoa City. The stakes have never been higher for your favorite legacy families, and today we are exploring a massive, secret conspiracy brewing within the Abbott family. Let us jump straight into the heart of this explosive and highly emotional storyline. The legacy of John Abbott has always stood as a towering beacon of integrity, honor, and steadfast familial loyalty within the notoriously cutthroat corporate landscape of Genoa City. For decades, the Abbott name has commanded unparalleled respect, built meticulously upon a foundation of ethical business practices and an unbreakable, fiercely protective bond among the siblings. However, the pristine reputation of Jabot and the Abbott family is currently facing a terrifying, unprecedented internal threat. This danger does not emanate from a rival conglomerate like Newman Enterprises or a bitter corporate adversary, but rather from within their very own bloodline. The atmosphere inside the sprawling Abbott mansion has grown suffocatingly tense, heavy with the impending doom of a catastrophic civil war, sparked entirely by reckless, unchecked ambition. At the absolute center of this brewing storm is Billy Abbott, a man who has historically struggled to find his permanent footing, constantly battling his own internal demons and a desperate, insatiable need for external validation. Billy has embarked on a deeply impulsive and highly destructive mission to execute a hostile, scorched-earth takeover of Chancellor Industries. Driven by a blinding arrogance and a deep-seated inferiority complex, he has convinced himself that this aggressive maneuver is his ultimate destiny. His entire campaign hinges precariously on a dusty, decades-old document he unearthed, detailing a massive financial loan provided by John Abbott to Chancellor Industries during a period of severe economic distress. Billy has woven a dangerous narrative that this ancient loan was never repaid, thereby legally entitling him to claim complete ownership of the empire. Billy views this perceived historical debt as an irrefutable weapon, a golden ticket that will finally grant him the absolute power and industry recognition he has always craved. He is completely blinded by his own hubris, entirely ignoring the catastrophic collateral damage his actions will inevitably cause to the people who love him most. The sheer audacity and recklessness of his plan have sent massive shockwaves through the Abbott family, immediately raising severe red flags for those who truly understand the delicate, lethal intricacies of corporate warfare. Jack Abbott, who has spent a lifetime serving as the exhausted, reluctant savior to his younger brother's chronic cycles of self-destruction, recognizes the terrifying familiarity of this downward spiral and the immense danger it poses to everything their father built. Jack knows all too well that Billy's manic obsessions invariably lead to absolute ruin, not only for himself, but for anyone unfortunate enough to be caught in his chaotic orbit. Recognizing the severe existential threat posed by their brother's unchecked ambition, Jack, Ashley, and Traci Abbott have made a heartbreaking but absolutely necessary strategic decision. They have formed a highly secretive internal alliance, a clandestine coalition designed not out of malice or a desire to punish Billy, but out of a desperate, urgent need to protect the family from itself. This secret union marks a significant, dark turning point in the family dynamics, as the older siblings unite to investigate, dismantle, and neutralize Billy's impulsive crusade before it reaches a point of catastrophic no return. Their collective objective is crystal clear. They must dig much deeper into the actual evidence Billy claims to possess, uncover the unvarnished truth about their father's historical dealings, and expose the fatal flaws in Billy's narrative before he triggers a corporate apocalypse. The first phase of this internal counteroffensive is spearheaded by Ashley Abbott, a woman renowned throughout the business world for her brilliant analytical mind and ruthless corporate acumen. Unlike Jack, who often struggles with deep emotional exhaustion when dealing with Billy's antics, Ashley approaches the volatile situation with the cold, calculating precision of a seasoned executive predator. She inherently recognizes that Billy's entire hostile takeover is built on a fragile foundation of unverified assumptions and legally precarious interpretations of ancient, out-of-context documents. During a highly tense, emotionally charged confrontation within the walls of the family estate, Ashley corners her younger brother and subjects his so-called irrefutable proof to a brutal, uncompromising cross-examination. She methodically dissects every single page, every obscure clause, and every faded signature of the documents he presents, actively searching for the fatal inconsistencies she knows must exist. Ashley's relentless corporate interrogation quickly yields devastating results, exposing massive legal loopholes and glaring omissions in Billy's foundational evidence. She sharply highlights missing addendums that were absolutely essential to the original contract, points out severe, undeniable discrepancies regarding the statute of limitations on the decades-old debt, and aggressively questions the legal authenticity of the enforcement clauses Billy relies upon. Under the intense, unforgiving scrutiny of his sister's brilliant mind, Billy's facade of absolute confidence begins to violently crumble, replaced by a visible, defensive panic as he realizes his grand strategy is fundamentally flawed. Ashley's systematic dismantling of his legal claims forces him to stumble blindly, planting the first deep seeds of doubt in his mind, and stalling his dangerous momentum just enough for the Alliance to execute the next, crucial phase of their plan. While Ashley engages Billy in a fierce intellectual battle on the corporate front, Traci Abbott embarks on a profoundly emotional and deeply personal mission to uncover the ultimate truth. Traci has always served as the unwavering moral compass of the Abbott family, a woman defined by her deep empathy and her profound love for their late father. Traci understands, down to her very core, that John Abbott was a man of impeccable honor, a gentleman who valued long-standing relationships and ethical conduct far above ruthless corporate acquisition. The very concept of John using a financial lifeline to orchestrate a hostile, predatory takeover of a dear friend's company fundamentally contradicts everything Traci knows about her father's sterling character. Driven by a desperate, protective need to prevent John's legacy from being twisted into a weapon of corporate greed, Traci descends into the dusty, history-filled depths of the Abbott family archives. The archives serve as a silent, sacred repository of the family's entire history, filled with towering boxes of old wills, private correspondence, and confidential business contracts spanning several decades of Genoa City history. For Traci, sifting through these fragile, yellowed documents is an incredibly heavy emotional burden, a poignant, tear-filled journey through the life and brilliant mind of the father she misses so dearly. She spends countless, exhausting hours meticulously reading through John's personal notes, desperately searching for any hidden context, any forgotten clause, or any expression of his true intentions regarding the Chancellor loan. She is hunting for the honorable truth she knows must exist, a truth that can definitively counter the aggressive, opportunistic narrative Billy has constructed. The tension within the Abbott family reaches an absolute boiling point when Traci and Ashley finally corner Billy together, presenting a united, unyielding front against his chaotic, destructive crusade. The atmosphere in the room is thick with unspoken grief and simmering anger as the two sisters prepare to deliver a psychological blow designed to shatter his dangerous delusions once and for all. They do not yell, nor do they engage in the typical, exhausting screaming matches that have characterized Billy's past conflicts. Instead, they look him directly in the eyes, their expressions a chilling mixture of profound disappointment and fierce, unbending determination. In that heavy silence, they deliver exactly 5 devastating words that strike Billy with the force of a physical blow, piercing straight through his thick armor of arrogance. Those 5 precisely chosen words force him to completely rethink everything he is doing, striking directly at the core of his deep-seated insecurities and reminding him of the immense shame his actions would bring to their father. The weight of their targeted condemnation hangs heavy in the air, creating a suffocating reality that forces Billy to confront the horrific nature of his behavior. For the first time since he embarked on this hostile takeover, the adrenaline and the toxic thrill of the corporate hunt fade away, replaced by a chilling realization that he is permanently alienating the only people in the world who truly care about him. However, the psychological impact of this brutal confrontation is only the prelude to the ultimate, world-shattering revelation that Traci uncovers deep within the family archives. Her relentless, meticulous search finally yields a groundbreaking discovery, a fragile, deeply hidden document tucked away inside a mislabeled, forgotten leather binder. It is a highly confidential supplementary agreement, an addendum to the original loan contract. As Traci reads through the delicate pages, her heart swells with an overwhelming mixture of immense relief and profound sorrow. The hidden clause Traci discovers completely and utterly nullifies Billy's hostile narrative, revealing that the historical loan was never, under any circumstances, intended to be used as a weapon of corporate acquisition. The supplementary document details a secondary, highly private arrangement made between John Abbott and the Chancellor estate, an agreement meticulously designed to settle the debt in a manner that preserved the absolute dignity and autonomy of Chancellor Industries. It proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that John Abbott had already resolved the financial entanglement in an honorable way, explicitly preventing the exact type of hostile, predatory takeover Billy is currently attempting to execute. This fragile piece of paper is not just a piece of legal evidence, it is a profound testament to John's unwavering integrity, a final, posthumous directive that completely destroys the foundational justification of Billy's entire crusade. Armed with this undeniable, game-changing proof, the secret alliance of Jack, Ashley, and Traci prepares to deliver the final, fatal blow to Billy's ambitions. They know that presenting this document will not only stop the hostile takeover in its tracks, but will also force Billy to face the humiliating, soul-crushing reality that his grand strategy was built on a complete perversion of their father's legacy. As the secret alliance moves to spring their trap, Billy stands on the precipice of a monumental public defeat, entirely unaware that the very family he sought to elevate holds the weapon that will destroy his empire. Will this revelation finally break his destructive cycle, or will it push him into an even darker, more dangerous corner, where he has absolutely nothing left to lose?